She never expected to see her daughter again, let alone with a human mate and a grandchild in her arms. Sarah Vey wrenched the door open. Leo stood there, alive, clutching a squirming bundle to her chest. A human male loomed beside her, his broad shoulders filling the frame. "Mother." Leo's voice cracked. Her scales gleamed dull under the corridor lights, scarred from old wounds. Sarah's claws dug into the doorframe. She grabbed Leo's arm and yanked her inside. The human followed without protest, stepping light over the threshold. "Lock it," Sarah hissed. Her fingers flew across the panel. Bolts slammed home. Privacy shields hummed to life, tinting the windows opaque. Neighbors' doors creaked nearby. Whispers slithered through the vents. Leo sagged against the wall. The bundle mewled a tiny cry that pierced Sarah's core. "You're dead." Sarah stared at her daughter. "I buried your ident chip." The Border Patrol confirmed it. Leo shook her head. "They lied. Or they were wrong. I survived the wreck. This is Mira." She peeled back the blanket. A newborn stared up, skin pale like the humans, but dusted with faint iridescent scales along her temples. Alien eyes, too large, blinked in confusion. The human knelt. He unwrapped the bundle fully and placed it her on the kitchen table with steady hands. No fumbling. "Evan Cade," he said. His voice carried a soft, off-world lilt, calm as still water. He slid a data chit across the table. "Travel papers." "She's ours." Sarah snatched the chit. Her implant synced, projecting holographic seals. Vey-clan registry for Leo. Human colony stamp for Evan. Mira's birth record flickered dual species. Flagged red for review. Mismatched. Sarah's tail lashed. "These seals don't align. Colonial security forged nothing this sloppy." Evan met her gaze. "Not forged." Healer Sen back-channeled them through a neutral clinic. "Risky, but clean enough to get us here." Leo stroked the baby's cheek. Mira cooed, grasping her mother's finger with tiny, webbed digits, human flexibility mixed with vague grip strength. Sarah paced. Her apartment hummed with lockdown protocols. Air recyclers whirred louder. She activated the corridor feed on the wall screen. Grainy images scrolled. Empty halls. Then, a patrol drone buzzed into view. 2 officers trailed it. Officer Rule Tan in the lead. His uniform gleamed with enforcement tabs. He scanned doors, pausing at hers. "They're here." Sarah's spines bristled. "How did they track you?" Leo's eyes widened. "The shuttle manifest. We cut it close." Evan stood. He scooped Mira up again, cradling her against his chest. The baby quieted instantly, nestling into his warmth. "We talk our way out. Or we don't. Your call." Sarah glared at him. Humans. Always this patient. Assuming cooperation fixed fractures. Her clan laws screamed execution for interspecies bonds. Mira's hybrid form? A legal void. Authorities would seize her for processing, dissection, or deletion. She'd lost Lio once. Watched the niche seal over an empty chip. No more. Quiet. Sarah dimmed the lights. She tapped the intercom override. "Officer Tan, state your purpose." His voice crackled through. "Matron Vey. We track a misplaced citizen. Lio Vey. Reported deceased. Open for verification." Leo froze. Evan shifted Mira to one arm, freeing a hand to squeeze Leo's shoulder. Steady. Reassuring. Sarah's claws flexed. Old laws bound her. Report forbidden unions. Reclaim pure bloodlines. But Leo breathed before her. Whole. Because of this human's normal. She glanced at the feed. Tan's partner unholstered a scanner. Drones multiplied. "She's here," Sarah said. "Recovering from off-world trauma. No violations." Silence stretched. Tan's spines twitched on screen. Matron, protocol requires. Protocol bends for matriarchs. Sarah injected authority, the tone that quelled clan squabbles. Send your scan data. I'll transmit vitals. Evan nodded once. He pulled a small medkit from his pack, human make, compact. He pressed a patch to Mira's arm. Readings beamed to Sarah's console. Stable vitals, hybrid markers dormant. No threats. Leo mouthed. Thank you. Sarah forwarded the data, fudging timestamps with a flick of her implant. Healer tricks. Learned from clinic rotations. Tan's scanner pinged. Vitals confirm, but travel logs show anomalies. Human companion? Evan stepped forward, voice low. Freight hauler. Assisted. Repatriation. Cleared at port. The human lied smooth, eyes level. No sweat, no tells. Sarah's people scented fear in pheromones. His carried none. Tan paused. Stand by. The feed showed him consulting his pad. Seconds ticked. Mira gurgled, batting Evan's chin. He smiled, soft, genuine, and bounced her gently. Leo leaned into him, their tails entwining instinctively. Sarah watched. This family, human compassion weaving bonds her laws forbade. Leo thrived in it. Scars fading. Her console beeped. Tan. Cleared for now, matron. Monitor for compliance. Report changes. Acknowledged. Sarah cut the link. Leo exhaled. You did it. Not yet. Sarah deactivated lockdown. Light filtered back in. She approached the table, peering at Mira. The baby's scales shimmered. Catching her grandmother's, Evan offered her. Hold her? Sarah hesitated. Clan elders would recoil. Hybrids, diluted lines. She took Mira. Tiny weight settled in her arms. Mira's eyes locked on hers. Violet, flecked with human blue. A grip latched onto her finger. Strong, she's perfect. Sarah whispered. Evan unpacked a satchel. Formula packets, diapers, human stock. Adapted. Sends notes. Say she needs mixed feeds. Your clinic stock the base? Sarah nodded, stunned. He moved like this was routine. Rebuild a shattered nest with lists and quiet fixes. Leo hugged her from the side. Evan pulled me from the wreck. Kept me alive through raider space. He fits. Sarah saw it. Human patience mending resilience. No conquest. Partnership. But Tan lingered in the feed's buffer, logging the stop. Authorities circled. We integrate, Sarah decided. Papers first. Healer Sen, owes me favors. Evan grinned faint. I prepped backups. Shared custody stamps. Off-world style. Leo laughed, tears streaking. Pack bonding. It works. Sarah rocked Mira. The baby yawned, scales rippling. A chime echoed external this time. Clinic relay. Healer Sen, the voice said. Urgent tests for the little one. Shall I dispatch a discreet transport? Sarah glanced at Evan. He nodded. Yes, she said. And bring integration waivers. The line clicked off. Outside, the corridor feed glitched. Another drone hovered, unlogged. Tan hadn't left. He waited. Sarah thrust Mira into Leo's arms. Tell me the route. Every step. Now. Leo blinked, cradling the baby. Step 1. Sarah's claws tapped the counter. Voice low, steel-edged. The corridor drone hummed louder outside the door seal. Tan waited. One glitchy feed log, and enforcers swarmed. Leo swallowed. Border breach at Kale Drift. Raiders hit our shuttle. Evan patched the hull with salvage plating. Evan moved to the kitchen alcove. He yanked open cabinets, pulled boiled cloths, A sealed vial of clinic antiseptic stolen stock. By the label. No words. Just assembled. Tongs from cooking prongs. A basin from the sink basin. Crude sterilization kit. Field medic hands. Sarah's gaze flicked to him. Human efficiency. No panic. She turned back. Step 2. How'd you evade the patrols? Jumped the nebula fringe. Leo rocked Mira gently. The baby's tail flicked. Evan calculated the ion wakes. Masked our signature. He dipped the cloths in steaming water from the kettle. Tested Mira's chest with 2 fingers. Rise. Fall. Steady. Lungs clear. He murmured. No machines needed. Just touch. Sarah's spines bristled. Human normalcy. Treating her granddaughter like a battlefield casualty. Extraordinary. Step 3. Fuel? Raider Depot on Epsilon Rock. Leo's eyes darted to the door. Intercom pinged sharp. Official. Stole a hauler. Evan rewired the navcore blind. The panel lit. Vey residence. Colonial security. Liaison Rule Tan. Open for verification. End quote. Sarah froze. Leo clutched Mira tighter. Evan slid the kit under the counter. Slipped his human ID chit stamped Terran freehold into her palm. She palmed it to the floor cache. Thumb lock, clicked, shut. Hidden. Respond. Evan whispered. Calm. Delay tactic. Sarah stabbed the intercom. Liaison Tan. Family emergency in progress. Healer en route. Static crackled. Negative, Matron Vey. Standard reclaim procedure. Open. She killed the line. Heart slammed. Old laws screamed. Interspecies ban. Seizure. Processing. Mira's mixed blood. Legal flashpoint. Tear the nest apart. No. Not her daughter. Not again. Step 4. Sarah snapped, pulling Leo to the sleep nook. Away from feeds. Docking here. Unlogged? Evan crouched by Mira's makeshift crib, a drawer lined with blankets. Checked the baby's grip again. Strong. Vey violet eyes tracked him. Human blue flecks sparkled. Proof of bonds. Leo nodded fast. Evan spoofed the birth codes. Human hack trick. Low-tech pulse jammer. Ping again. Louder. Vey. Compliance or breach squad. Sarah's claws flexed. Cooperation. Not defiance. She tapped her wrist comm. Healer Sen. Accelerate. Tans at the seal. Sen's voice rasped immediate. 2 minutes. Say, foundling assessment. For the off-book log. Foundling assessment, Sarah echoed. Newborn. Mixed vitals. Understood. Waivers prepped. Stall. Comm cut. Sarah exhaled. Favors repaid. Sen's quiet alliance decades of clinic debts. Evan stood. Wiped hands on his tunic. Nest secure? She nodded once. Human compassion. Mending fractures with lists and patience. Vey resilience. Met it halfway. Leo leaned in. Mom, Evan. He's Pack. Saved me when the wreck vented Atmo. Held my hand through the birth haze. No Vey male would. Ping hammered. Door seal groaned under override pressure. Sarah shoved them behind the partition. Quiet. She palmed the main seal. Open a crack. Tan's silhouette filled the frame. Uniform. Crisp. Scanner wand glowed. Matron, report the off-world returnee. His gaze pierced the dim. And the unregistered vessel. Clinic matter first. Sarah blocked the gap. Spines flared dominant. Healer priority. Tan's mandibles clicked. Irrelevant. Reclaim protocol. The corridor thrummed. Sen's transport pod hissed to stop. Doors parted. The old healer strode forward. Medkit slung. White robes. No insignia. Official visit. Stand down. Liaison. Tan stiffened. This overrides? Medical quarantine. Sen thrust a holopad. Forged stamp glowed. Priority foundling. Per Colonial Health Code. 47. B. Sarah stepped aside. Sen bustled in. Evan melted into the shadows. Leo cradled Mira, deeper in the nook. Tan scanned the pad. Frowned. Foundling? No. Prior log. Border orphan. Sen's voice brooked no scan. Vitals unstable. Home containment. Tan's wand hovered. Full sweep. Interference with healer duty. Sen's spines arched. Senior rank flexed. Log it. Or face review. Pause. Tan retracted the wand. Logged. 20 cycles. Then, full audit. Seal hissed shut. Drone peeled off. Sarah sagged against the wall. Sen knelt by the crib. Scanner hummed over Mira. Healthy hybrid. Lungs very strong. Heart human steady. Feeds. Alternate synth milk. Base stock. Evan emerged. Handed over a formula packet. Tested pH. Matches. Sen eyed him. No shock. Just nod. Practical. Waivers here. He slid chips. Integration stamps. Off-world custody proxies. Shared nest. Legal under cooperation clause. Leo gasped. Tears scaled her cheeks. You bent the code? Old laws fracture nests. Sen packed his kit. New ones build. Mira proves it. Sarah took the chips. Claws trembled. Enforce the ban? Watch authorities rip Evan away. Process Leo as misplaced. Quarantine Mira as anomaly? No. Bonds saved her daughter. Human patience rebuilt the nest. Vey discipline shielded it. She slotted the primary chip into the residence core. Holo flared. Vacade nest. Registered. Evan's hand found Lio's. Steady anchor. Mira cooed. Grip latched on Sarah's offered finger again. A new ping internal.com this time. Tan's voice buffered. Audit incoming. Prepare manifests. Sarah smiled fierce. Cooperation 1. But Tan circled closer. Evan unpacked more supplies. Backups ready. We integrate. Outside, the drone returned. Scanning deeper, Sarah gripped the access panel. Her claws clicked the override sequence. The service corridor hatch hissed open. Dim strips flickered to life along the walls. Move, fast. She waved Leo and Evan through. Mira bundled tight against Leo's chest. Evan ducked under the low frame. Supplies slung over his shoulder. No questions. Just steady steps. Leo glanced back. Scales flushed. Bypassed. Sarah sealed the hatch. Echoes faded. Lobby feeds log heat sigs. This route ghosts us. Footfalls echoed soft on grated floors. Pipes hummed overhead. Sarah led, tail low for balance. Corridor's chill nipped her vents. 20 paces to the clinic subdoor. Evan adjusted Mira's wrap. Air's drier here. Good for her lungs. Leo nodded, clung closer. Newborn coos muffled against her. Sarah punched the clinic code. Door slid. Sterile light spilled out. Healer Sen waited in the exam bay. No lobby bustle. Just quiet alcove gear. Through. Sen waved them in. His scanner pouch already open. Vey. Right on cycle. Sen. Way. Sen. Way. Sarah herded them past. Door sealed. Intake direct. No manifests yet. Sen's vents whistled approval. Smart. He prepped the crib unit. Padding hummed active. Nestling down, Leo eased Mira in. Tiny claws flexed. Evan unpacked the formula kit. Set it precise on the tray. Sen activated the rapid panel, probes extended, gentle hum as they synced to Mira's scales. Compatibility scan. Base vitals first. Screen flared green. Heartbeat thrummed steady. Lungs cycled strong. Vey rhythm overlaid with human depth. Sarah leaned in. Claws dug into her palms. Stable. Her daughter lived. Returned from border void. With this. Hybrid. Results. Sen tapped the display. Lungs Vey strong. Heart human steady. Neural net cross-linked clean. Feeds. Alternate synth milk. Base stock. Evan slid the packet forward. Tested pH this morning. Matches her samples. Sen scanned it. Nodded. No surprise. Practical match. He flagged the file. Stable, hybrid. But, legally. Unclassified. Leo's tail lashed. Unclassified? She breathes. She bonds. Code lags biology. Sen's gaze met Sarah's. Steady. Panel needs antibody cross. Donor match? Evan rolled his sleeve. Exposed arm vein. Take mine. Half her code's human. Sen prepped the draw. Efficient. Needle pricked clean. Evan didn't flinch. Blood vial filled crimson. Process it. Sen slotted the vial. Analyzer word. Cross-species match confirms viability. Shields quarantine flags. Sarah watched the screen. Lines danced. Mira's grip latched her offered finger. Tiny. Fierce. Bonds like this saved Leo. Human patience pulled her from wreckage. Vey resilience carried her home. Evan followed Sen's cues. Wiped the site. Packed the kit spare. Backups ready if it flags. Cooperation clause covers. Sen printed waivers. Chips slid across. Shared nest. Integration stamps. Custody proxies. Off-world valid. Leo snatched them. Tears scaled her cheeks. You bent the code? Old laws fracture nests. Sen packed his scanner. New ones build. Mira proves it. Sarah took the primary chip. Claws trembled. Enforce the ban? Let authorities rip Evan away? Process Leo as misplaced? Quarantine Mira as anomaly? No. Discipline shielded now. Cooperation rebuilt. She slotted it into the Bay core. Holo flared. Asterisk. Vacade nest. Registered. Asterisk. Evan's hand found Leo's. Anchor steady. Mira cooed. Grip tightened. Sen stepped back. Cleared. Take her home. Door chime cut him. Main clinic hatch cycled. Footsteps. Heavy. Official cadence. Officer Rule Tan strode in. Uniform crisp. Wand holstered. Vents flared wide. Healer Sen. Day's intake logs? By name. Sarah froze. Chips burned in her palm. Tan's gaze swept the bay. Locked on Leo. Vey, Leo. Confirm. Presence. Leo clutched Mira closer. Evan shifted. Casual block between them and the door. Sen tapped his terminal. Calm. Logs buffering. Officer. Routine audit? Rumberly Tom. Rumberly Tom. Tan's tail flicked. Border return. Misplaced citizen. Full manifest. Sarah's vents tightened. Cooperation held this far. But Tan circled. Wand hand twitched. Evan unpacked another supply. Voice level. Nest registered. Waivers filed. Tan's eyes narrowed. Human input unregistered. Sen slid a secondary chip. Processed. Cross-match complete. Sarah stepped forward. Voice steal. Family intact. Logs. Show it. Tan snatched the chip. Scanned it. Screen glowed green. But his jaw clenched. Unclassified. Nestling. Quarantine protocol. Stable. Sen cut in. Panel certifies. Clause 47B. Air thickened. Mira fussed. Lio's claws dug into Evan's arm. Tan circled the crib. Wand rose. Rescan required. Authority override. Evan met his gaze. No challenge. Just fact. She's feeding fine. Vitals logged. Your call. Sarah's pulse thrummed. One word from Tan. And enforcers swarmed. Nest torn. Daughter lost again. Tan hovered the wand. Mira's chest rose-fell. Steady. Law demands processing. Tan's voice hardened, but his vents eased a fraction. Chip data. Reflected. In his eyes. Sen leaned on the tray. Or, cooperation integrates. Your audit, your sign. Silence stretched. Tan lowered the wand. Tapped his comm. Intake. Verified. Hold. Manifests. Relief flickered. But Tan turned to Leo. Direct. Lio. Step forward. Personal debrief. Now. Leo paled. Evan squeezed her hand. Sarah's claws flexed. Law knocked. Nest teetered. Outside the bay, drone hum swelled. Deeper scan. Tan's back up? Sarah blocked the path. Family first. Debrief waits. Tan's gaze sharpened. Bandstands matron. Interspecies voids nests. Not this one. Sarah held the waivers high. Mira bonds us. Prove it wrong. He paused. Wand hand stilled. Mira's coup. Pierced the tension. Evan knelt by the crib. Adjusted the wrap. Calm competence. Human normal. Alien marvel. Tan watched. Vents cycled slow. 20 cycles. Full audit. No evasion. He turned for the door. But paused. Nestling unclassified. Retest off record. Healer. Sen nodded. Handled. Door hissed shut. Footsteps faded. Leo sagged into Evan. Mira quieted. Sarah exhaled. Chips secure. Nest held. But Tan's shadow lingered. Audit loomed. Evan repacked. Plan B. Supplies in place. We adapt. We adapt. We adapt. Leo kissed Mira's crest. Home now? Sarah nodded. Fierce smile. Home. Vacade. 5. They moved for the subdoor. Corridor waited. Drone ping echoed distant, but a new comm buzzed. Tan's voice, buffered tight. Manifest anomaly flagged. Prepare for reclaim. Sarah's grip tightened on the chip. Cooperation, bent law. But reclaim? Nest, fought back. Evan shouldered the bag. Backups ready. Integrate deeper. Leo led. Mira secure. Sarah followed. Drone whine closed in. Scan lights pierced the vents. They slipped into shadow. Nest, rebuilt. Law, hunted. Sarah shoved the clinic door panel. It hissed open to the recovery bay. Evan cradled Mira's crib pod. Leo trailed, crest drooping. Sarah jabbed a claw at Evan's chest. You leave, now. Before Tan circles back. Evan halted. His shoulders squared. No flinch. No. Leo gasped. Her vents fluttered. Sarah ignored her. Fixed on the human. His eyes stayed level. Calm. Too calm. This triggers prosecution. Interspecies ban shreds nests. Mira gets reclaimed. Processed. Evan shifted the pod higher. Mira cooed inside. Tiny fists waved. Written charge first. No paper. No separation. Sarah's tail lashed. Heat vents hissed steam. He blocked the exit ramp. Broad frame filled it. Human bulk. Unyielding. Move, off-worlder. My daughter. My nest. Leo stepped forward. Claws clutched a data chit. Mother. Wait. Her voice cracked. Bond scars gleamed on her arms. Off-world brands. Human ink mixed with Vey weave. Sarah snapped her gaze. You chose this? Him? After the border? Loat? Leo thrust the chit. Screen glowed. Emergency statutes scrolled. Household bond form. Voluntary. Marks him guardian. Sarah snatched it. Claws scraped plasteel. Lines blurred. Care protocols. Temporary union shield. Forbidden. Tan voids this. Not if countersigned. Leo's eyes burned. Head of household. You. Healer Sen emerged from the side alcove. Tray balanced. Vials clinked. His vents rumbled low. Viable. Mira's hybrid vitals. Stable. Cross-bond proven. Sarah's grip crushed the chit edge. Leo survived the fringe worlds. Starved. Shot. Returned with this human. And a child. Proof of breach. Or bond. Evan knelt. Unlatched the pod latch. One hand. Steady. Adjusted Mira's heat wrap. Her crest pulsed pink. Healthy. Human touch. Normalized it. Sarah watched. His fingers precise. No tremor. Aliens fumbled hybrids. He adapted. Sign it. Leo pressed. Protect us. Door panel buzzed. Tan's shadow loomed outside. Scan drone whirred beyond. Sarah's vents locked. Prosecution loomed. Nest tore apart. Leo shipped to reconditioning. Mira to labs. Evan deported. Or worse. Evan rose. Pulled his own chit from vest. Human make. Compact. Screen flickered. Alien script loaded. He tapped. Form queued. I file first. Sarah stared. You know our codes? Studied. Evan thumbed biolock. Off-world archives. Public. Emergency Clause 47B. Guardian proxy for nestling peril. Tan's voice barked through intercom. Matron Vey. Open. Anomaly scan confirms. Sen moved fast. Slid blockers into door seals. Time short. Lio grabbed stylus. Scratched her mark. Bold. Evan Cade. Guardian. Evan nodded. Held steady. Evan nodded. Sarah's claws trembled. Old laws screamed. Ban eternal. Purity first. But Leo breathed because of him. Mira lived because of him. She snatched the stylus. Countersigned. Vaycrest sealed it. Temporary. Protected unit. Chit pinged. Uploaded. ClinicNet flashed green. Tan pounded. Compliance. Evan shouldered the bag. Scooped pod. Out the service vent. Sen pried a grate. Cool air rushed. Go. Audit buys cycles. Lio slipped first. Sarah followed. Tail coiled tight. Human competence. Alien marvel. He filed the form no off-worlder knew. Cooperation bent iron law. They crouched in ducks. Mira quieted. Drone whine peeked outside. Evan whispered. Nest holds. Sarah exhaled. Chips. Secure. But Tan hunted. They spilled into sub-corridor. Shadows swallowed them. Leo led to lift shaft. Evan boosted her. Pod secure. Lift hummed distant. Voices echoed. Patrol. Sarah's calm buzzed. Tan's tone iced. Her grip whitened. Cooperation bought time. Reclaim ended it. Evan repacked seals. Backups ready. Integrate deeper. Leo kissed Mira's crest. Home? Sarah nodded. Fierce. Vacade. Drone ping sharpened. Scan lights pierced vents. They dropped into maintenance tube. Nest rebuilt. Law. Closed in. Sarah sealed the hatch behind. Darkness pressed. Evan's hand found hers. Steady pulse. Human normal. Pack bond. Leo hummed a fringe lullaby. Mira's coos answered. Hybrid song. They crawled. Pipes dripped. Air thick with chem scent. Evan paused. Checked rear scanner. Clear. 2 vents ahead. Sarah marveled again. He mapped their grid. Patient. No panic. Flashback hit. Border incident. Leo vanished. Scans cold. Sarah disciplined the grief. Vey matron code. Now Leo returned. Whole. Because of him. Com crackled again. Vey unit. Surrender nestling. Processing imminent. Sarah muted it. Claws flexed. Sends private channel pinged. Text only. Rerouted drones. Clinic logs scrubbed. Audit delayed 20 cycles. Engrote. Alley secured. They emerged in residential underhive. Dim lamps flickered. Vey spires loomed above. Leo's old nest door. Bioseal scanned. Green. Inside. Air warm. Nest weave walls pulsed. Evan set pod down. Unpacked supplies. Formula mixer word. Human design. Alien compatible. Mira stretched. Crest flared blue. Content. Sarah leaned on frame. Watched. Leo curled beside. Mate bond evident. Tails entwined? No. Hands linked. Human way. You planned this, Sarah said. Evan met her eyes. Adapted. Leo needed. Discipline cracked. Pride swelled. Human compassion. Not conquest. Door sensor pinged. External scan. Tan's drone. Persistent. Evan tapped console. Jammer deployed. Off-world tech. Scan fizzled. Leo smiled. Pack bonds. Sarah nodded. Temporary, but deeper. Mira's eyes opened. Hetero irises. Human blue-rimmed alien gold. Legal flashpoint. Living proof. Sarah scooped her. Held close. Crests synced. Bond. Pulse. Evan prepped meal packs. Nutrient balance perfect. Hybrid needs. Leo ate. Strength returned. Calm flooded. Tan's buffer. Full audit deploys. No evasion. Sarah deleted. Stood taller. Nest held. Cooperation. Over law. But reclaim loomed. Authorities inbound. Evan shouldered toolkit. Plan B. False manifest ready. Liar rose. Mira secure. Sarah led. Discipline armored. They slipped out back vent. Deeper underhive. Drone whine chased. Shadow swallowed. Vacade fought. Hours blurred. Tunnels twisted. Evan's map guided. Unerring. They hit safe cache. Supplies stocked. Human foresight. Leo fed Mira. Milk blend flowed. Child thrived. Sarah vented heat. Tension eased. You knew the form, she said to Evan. Archives. He shrugged. Humans integrate. Learn fast. Alien skill. Nest loyalty. Unbreakable. Human skill. Adapt. Protect. Together, unyielding. Pateral lights flashed distant. Tan's voice boomed. Reclaim Phase 1. Sarah's tail coiled. Nest pushed back. Evan checked bonds. We go deeper. Leo nodded. Mira slept. They moved. Sarah shoved the vent grate aside. Cool underhive air gave way to the stale warmth of her apartment block. She dropped first. Crests flaring to scan shadows. Clear. She waved Leo and Evan through. Mira bundled tight against her daughter's chest. Inside. Now. Sarah's tail flicked the door code. The panel hissed open. They slipped into her cramped unit nest pads fresh, walls scarred from years alone. No time for nostalgia. She locked the seals. Noise. Curfew. Dawn to dusk only. Lights dimmed to half. No comm pings above baseline. Surveillance flags. Anything brighter. Leo nodded, easing Mira into the central cradle. The infant cooed, gold-flecked eyes blinking. Evan set his toolkit down, shoulders relaxed despite the chase. He scanned the room's hum, faulty vents, rattling overhead. Heat exchangers shot, he said. Whole blocks freezing. I fix it. We blend in. Sarah's crests twitched. Human ears caught that? Maintenance chief owes me. But he's lazy. You trade? Maintenance chief O. Without not he's won. Even. Trades tress chief O. Evan grinned, already prying a panel. Watch. He pulled wires, tested coils with a handheld scanner. Sarah watched his hands steady. No waste. Aliens jury-rigged. Humans optimized. Leo sank onto a pad, rubbing her temples. Evan. Mira needs feeding. Hybrid protocol, slow drip, crest sync rhythm. Too fast, her gut rebels. Evan nodded, toolkit forgotten for a beat. He knelt by the cradle, pulling a nutrient pouch from his pack. Show me. Checklist style. He tapped his wrist slate. Time, temp, tilt. Leo positioned the feeder tube. Crest here. She pressed hers to Mira's. Pulses sinking, in a soft glow. Milk blend flowed alien base, human stabilizers. Watch her tail. Curl means good. Evan mirrored it. His palm hovered, then touched. No crest, but Mira's tail curled anyway. He timed it. 45 seconds per cycle. Perfect. Log it. Slate beeped. Leo's eyes widened. You. Adapt our bond? Her voice softened. Humans don't sink. Evan shrugged, wiping the tube. Close enough. She ate full. Mira burped, content. Leo leaned into him, crests brushing his shoulder. Pack bond held. Sarah turned away, tail coiling. Discipline warred with warmth. Old laws screamed. Sever the human. But Mira thrived. Bonds saved her daughter once. Now, a clang echoed from the hall. Sarah froze. Voices, neighbors grumbling about cold. Then, heavier boots. Patrol rhythm. Chief's here, Evan said. He shouldered his full kit, stepping out. Sarah followed, crests low. Maintenance Chief Gore lumbered up, fur matted. Vey? Heat's dead again. Evan cut in. Fixed. Exchanger coil bypassed. Vents balanced. Building wide. He flipped a master switch. Warmth surged through ducts, no rattles. Even flow. Gore blinked, scanner in paw. How? Took my crew. Day's last outage. Trade. Evan said. Eyes off our door. Patrol asks. You saw? Nothing. Gore snorted, but nodded. Done. Human trick? He lumbered off, muttering about off-world fixes. Sarah exhaled. Evan worked fast 1 hour. Whole block saved. Neighbors' vents hummed approval. Blending worked. Back inside, Leo handed Mira over. Your turn, mother. Sarah cradled the child. Hetero irises gleamed human blue, rimming alien gold. Proof of the forbidden. Her crests synced instinctively. Pulse deepened. Mira's tiny tail wrapped her finger. Evan prepped more packs. Schedules synced. We're ghosts, but a low thrum built outside. Sarah's crests flared, vehicle gravs settling. She peered through the slit shade. Officer Rultan's patrol skimmer parked dead center, lights strobing the block. 2 enforcers deployed, scanners sweeping doors. Tan stepped out himself, uniform crisp. He barked into comm. Audit block 7, door to door. Misplaced Vey female, hybrid trace confirmed. Neighbors stirred. Gore waved them off. Evan's favor held. For now. But Tan's gaze locked on her door. Drone lifted from his shoulder, whining toward vents. Sarah pulled back. He knows. Leo clutched Evan. Nest holds. Evan checked his jammer off-world gray legal. Deploy when close. But we need allies. He nodded to the comm panel. Healer Sen. Clinics near. She tested Mira quiet type. Sarah's tail lashed. Enforce the ban. Call Tan. Surrender the human taint. Reclaim Leo pure. Mira for processing. Or shield them. Cooperation over law. Her daughter's eyes met hers, resilient. Unbroken. Message send, Sarah said. Now. Evan tapped the secure line. Healer? Vey nest. Hybrid stable. Tan inbound. Paperwork shield? Static. Then Sen's voice calm. Edged. Vitals logged clean. Mixed bio viable. Falsify manifests? Risky. Family. Sarah cut in. Protect. Pause. En route. Back way. Line died. Outside. Tan pounded first door. Questions droned. Seen Vey? Human male? Infant cries? Sarah dimmed lights further. Mira stirred, but Evan's checklist hummed feeder ready. Leo synced crests, soothing. Boots neared. Tan's drone buzzed their vent. Evan thumbed jammer. Scan fizzled midair. Drone dropped like stone. Tan snarled below. Interference. Secure the block. Enforcers fanned out. Sarah's heart raced, discipline cracked. She scooped Mira. Bonds pulsing strong. Leo and Evan flanked her. Human competence met alien loyalty. A soft knockback vent. Healer Zen slipped in. Medkit slung. Crests low, eyes sharp. Manifests here. She slid data slates. Mira logged as Leo only. Human? Visitor log. Expired. Tan audits surface. Sarah scanned them. Flawless. Sen's careful work. You risk all. Sen touched Mira's cheek. Bonds save lives. Saw it in tunnels. She nodded to Evan. Your maps guided patrols once. Now ours. Evan pocketed a slate. Grateful. Tan's voice boomed outside. Vey. Open or breach. Sarah stood taller. Nest armed. She triggered the door cam, innocent feed looped. Processing. She called. Voice steady. Tan hummered. Full reclaim. Hybrid forfeit. Lio whispered. Mother? Sarah met Evan's calm gaze. Human compassion, patient. Unyielding. Her tail uncoiled. No. She palmed the false manifest to the public slot. It beamed to Tan's scanner. Data flooded his console. Tan paused. Visitor expired? Hybrid. Logged? Enforcers grumbled. Drone rebooted. Scanned clean. Tan growled. Stale data. Re-audit tomorrow. Skimmer hummed alive. Patrol lifted slow. Sarah sagged against the wall. Mira slept deep. Leo hugged her tight. Evan repacked tools, humble as ever. You chose us, Leo said. Sarah nodded, crests sinking with all three. Family rebuilds. Laws bend, but Tan's calm crackled distant. Deeper scan preps. No evasion holds. Evan checked bonds. Plan B ready. We adapt. Outside, patrol lights faded. Nest held for tonight. Deeper threats loomed. Sarah coiled her tail around Mira. Cooperation won this round. But reclaim phase 2 brewed. Sarah gripped the sealed medical affidavit and yanked open the nest door. Officer Rultan loomed in the dim hallway. His enforcer crest flared high. 2 drones hummed at his shoulders. Scanners pulsing red. Vey. Tan snarled, claw pads scraping the deck. Re-audit. Full warrant incoming. Surrender the hybrid and off-worlder. She thrust the affidavit forward. Its seal glowed official healer sends mark. Medical deferral. Newborn requires monitoring. Breach it. Face tribunal. Tan snatched the slate. His tail lashed as he scanned. Data streamed. Mira's vitals flagged fragile. Mixed biology. Demanding quarantine protocols. Stall tactic. Law bans interspecies issue. Clinic priority overrides. Sarah stepped closer, blocking his path. Her crests, locked firm. Process the affidavit first. Or, log obstruction. Drone's word. probing her stance. Tan's eyes narrowed. You shield violators. Daughter's union illegal. Reclaim her too. Sarah's tail tip twitched. Leo's laughter echoed faint from inside Mira's coup joining. Family returns from border loss. Law bent for survivors. He growled low. Colonial code unbreakable. Hybrid forfeits to labs. Human deports. But he palmed the slate into his console. Deferral noted. 24 cycles. Then breach. Drones backed off. Tan spun on his pads, skimmer revving. Sarah watched him stalk away. Affidavit burning in her grip. Nest secure for now. She palmed the door shut and leaned against it. Heartbeats thrummed in her vents. Inside, Evan knelt by the prep station, stuffing a go bag with nutrient packs and Mira's warmer. Leo hovered, tail coiled tight around the sling holding their daughter. Evan glanced up, calm as stone. He bought it? Deferral. Sarah crossed the room, crests sinking to their rhythm. Sen's work. Holds. He nodded once, sealing the bag. Good. Mapped service route vents to outer docks. Silent exit rehearsed. He tapped his wrist slate. Holo map flickered. Dim tunnels snaking past patrols. Human scribed from old patrols. Leo shifted Mira higher. Not yet. Sarah eyed the bag. Evan's hands moved precise, no waste. Every fold tight. Human normal. Plan. Adapt. Protect. Her vents warmed. Sen amends records now. We bet on it. Evan zipped the bag. Plan B stays ready. He stood, offering Leo a steady hand. She took it. Crests easing. A chime pinged clinic link. Sarah activated her console. Healer Sen's face appeared, lined but sharp. Affidavit uploaded. Pushing birth record amendment. Sarah leaned in. Status? Hybrid logged as dependent of household. No flags. Sen's tail flicked. Mixed scans clean your bloodline dominant. Tan's drones miss nuance. Risk your license? Sen's gaze softened on Mira's sling feed. Saw your daughter's scars. Border tunnels. Human maps saved my kin then. She nodded to Evan on split screen. Yours guide now. Records. Lock in 5. Console beeped confirmation streamed. Mira. Household dependent. Leo. Reclaimed citizen. Evan. Visitor extension. Sarah's crests flared triumph. Done. Sen signed off. Sarah turned to the family. Stay. Paperwork shields us. Leo's eyes widened. You bet your matron status? Sarah pulled her close. Tails entwining. Mira gurgled. Tiny claws flexing. Bonds rebuild. Old laws break. Evan repacked the go bag. Humble efficiency. Cooperation first. He checked Mira's warmer temp. Perfect. Human compassion. Quiet. Unyielding. Hours ticked. Nest hummed normal. Leo nursed Mira. Humming border songs. Evan tuned the door cam, looping feeds tighter. Sarah paced the core room. Vents alert. Console chimed again, priority alert. Tan's voice barked. Vey. Deeper scan preps. Affidavit anomaly detected. Breach at dawn. Her tail coiled. 20 cycles left. She palmed the family comm. Evan. Routes. Viable? Affirm. He projected the map. Service vents branched narrow, alien-sized. Leo and Mira first. I cover rear. Leo clutched Mira. Mother comes? Sarah met her gaze. Enforce the ban. Hand Evan over. Reclaim Leo pure. Mira, to labs. Or burn, her status nest. Rank. All for this. No. She gripped Evan's shoulder. Human muscle firm under pads. We integrate. Together, Creosts synced 4 rhythms as one. Mira cooed, but hallway boots echoed. Tan's skimmer growled near. Drones rebooted outside. Sarah armed the nest seals. Positions. Evan handed Leo the bag. Silent. Go on my mark. Leo hesitated. Mother? Stay or flee your call. Sarah's voice cracked once. Then steel. Eye shield. Door rattled. Tan bellowed. Open! Anomaly confirmed. Sen's emergency ping flashed. Tamper detected. Records hold run. Sarah yanked the vent grate. Cool air rushed. Leo slipped in first. Mira silent. Evan followed. Map slate, glowing faint. Tan hammered. Breach charge. Sarah dove last, tail whipping shut the grate. Darkness swallowed them. Evan's hand found hers, guide steady. Vents twisted tight. Patrol chatter faded behind. They crawled. Mira breathed even. Leo whispered. Family. Holds. Sarah squeezed Evan's hand. Human competence lit the way. Cooperation bent laws. But Tan's roar echoed. Track the vents. Full reclaim. Dock lights gleamed ahead. Escape narrow. Deeper phase brood labs waited if caught. Sarah pushed forward. Bonds unbreakable. Evan paused at a junction. Slate beeping. Patrol. Shift. In 3. We slip. She nodded. Crests low. Leo nursed Mira mid-crawl. Resilient as border days. Human maps once patrol saviors, now theirs. Boots thumped above. Drones whined. Evan tapped. Silent. They froze. Scans passed overhead. Clear. They surged. Outer docks neared skimmers unguarded. Evan's plan. Hijack service pod. Jump to fringe lanes. Sarah glimpsed stars through grates. Freedom. Tan's voice crackled colony-wide. Alert. Vey nest empty. Hybrid priority. Blockade. Docks. Pods locked down. Lights flared. Evan veered sharp alternate hatch. Backup route. Leo gasped. How? Patrol logs. He pried the hatch. Old human trick. Redundancy. They spilled into Shadow Bay. Empty pod hummed ready. Sarah sealed them in. Evan overrode controls smooth. No flourish. Pod lurched free. Blockade loomed. He punched fringe codes. Pod banked hard. Slipping gaps. Alarms wailed. Pursuers spun. Sarah held Leo. Mira slept through chaos. Evan's voice calm. Clear in 10. They broke Atmo. Stars bloomed. Nest gone. Status burned. But family whole. Leo kissed Mira's crest. You chose us. Sarah's tale wrapped all. Rebuild elsewhere. Cooperation wins. Evan checked scanners. Fringe station. Inbound. Allies wait. But console pinged colonial intercept. Surrender or labs. Claim the hybrid. Chase ignited. Bonds tested anew. Pod clamps locked onto fringe station berth with a metallic screech. Sarah braced Leo as the hatch cycled. Alarms blared from the console. Colonial intercept, closing fast. Evan killed the engines. Allies inside. Move. They spilled into the bay. Harsh lights stabbed down. Patrol skimmers ringed the dock. Officer Rule Tan stepped forward. Slate glowing with a warrant hologram. His crests flared high. Vey nest. Surrender the hybrid. Human 2. Processing. Sarah's tail lashed. Leo clutched Mira tight. Evan's hand rested on his pack. Calm. Station vents hummed overhead, carrying scents of fuel and sterile air. Allies waited deeper in, but Tan blocked the path. Record check. Tan snapped at his slate. His frills stiffened. Amended? Validated? Already? Healer Sen emerged from a side clinic door, nodding once. Filed pre-doc. Clinic logs confirm. Tan's eyes narrowed on Sarah. Matron Vey, you authorize this? Sarah straightened. I did. Present. Maintenance. Testimony. She tapped. Her wristband. Holograms bloomed. Repair logs from the nest. Leo's survival scans post-border. Evan's patrol route hacks that saved patrols twice. Family unit stabilized public safety. Clinic reframes us asset, not threat. Tan scrolled data. Drones hovered, scanning Mira's crest mixed ridges pulsing soft blue. Hybrid biology flashpoint. Law bans interspecies. Reclaim for labs. Evan stepped up, voice even. Sign. Long-term integration contract. Accept mandatory cultural training. No protest. Tan paused. Human compliance? Logs show your overrides evaded 3 blockades. Evan shrugged. Redundancy. Human normal. Train me your way. Leo shifted Mira higher. Baby cooed, tiny claws flexing. Sarah watched Tan's tail twitch uncertainty. Sen added, health vitals stable. Cross-species bond viable. Paperwork, shields. Patrol crests, lowered fractionally. Tan's slate, pinged approval from Central. Contract drafts now. Training pod preps. But his gaze locked on Evan. You first. Law comes for the human custody pending review. Sarah surged forward. She plucked Mira from Leo's arms. Baby nestled against her chest, warm and real. Patrol drones whirred closer. Mira Vey, Sarah declared, voice carrying over the bay. My grandchild. Family claimed public. Tan froze. Matron, shield the bonds. Sarah cut in. Her tail curled around Leo and Evan both. Or tear what saved her. Mira gurgled, gripping Sarah's frill. Evan met Tan's stare, unmoving. Leo's hand found Evan's pack solid. Tan's slate beeped urgent. Central override. Stand down. Hybrid named Vey lineage. Station klaxons shifted dock clear. Patrols peeled back. Sen waved them to clinic. Inside. Logs hold. They moved as one. Sarah cradled Mira through doors. Healer bays gleamed. Sen prepped a crib scanner. Vitals first. Bond markers strong. Leo sank into a rest pod, exhaustion creasing her face. Evan unpacked supplies. Human rations. Alien formula mixer. Mix holds. She thrives. Sarah watched him work. Precise pours. No waste. Human compassion in motion. Her crests eased. Old laws cracked under this. Tan lingered at the door. Contract incoming. Training starts dawn. Human report solo. Evan nodded. On time. Tan glanced at Mira. Public claim buys time. Labs, circle. He turned out. Clinic keyed. Sen ran scans. Hybrid crests. Adapt fast. Human trade. Boost resilience. Border hardy. Leo smiled faint. Evan's map saved us then. Now this. Sarah rocked Mira. Baby's eyes, Evan's green fleck met hers. Bonds. Unbreakable. Cooperation rebuilt. But console in corner pinged. Colonial feed. Fringe audit. All hybrids reprocess. Evan checked. Allies. Reroute us. Coreward. Station. Hold crumbles. Sarah's grip tightened. We sign. We train. We stay whole. Dawn broke through viewports. Evan boarded the training pod alone. Tan sealed it. Adapt or extract. Inside, hololessons flared. Crest signals. Tail law codes. Evan absorbed. Fingers tracing patterns. Station shook audit ships inbound. Back at clinic, Sarah paced. Leo nursed Mira. Sen patched logs deeper. Public safety assets stamped. Holds. If Tan enforces. Doors hissed. Tan returned, slate heavy. Human passed phase 1. Contract ready. Sarah signed first. Family integrates. Evan emerged, crests mimicked perfect on his Band-Aid frill sim. Law learned. Your turn teach pack. Tan's tail flicked approval. Unexpected. Audit drones buzzed docks. Patrols mobilized not against them. Sarah stood bayside, Mira on hip. Leo flanked. Evan mapped evasions for allies. Cooperation wins, Sarah said. Tan nodded once. Nest rebuild approved. Fringe claim. But lead audit ship hailed. Vey hybrid surrender. Labs priority. Mira wailed. Sarah hushed her. Family circled. Evan's hand steadied Leo. Human steady. Alien fierce. Pods prepped. New chase brewed. Bonds pulled tighter.